Hello guys. This is Meslead Guru, your guy, the best in Meslead. I'm back again with another video for Northwest Prelim 2024 paper 1. So this here I'm going to be doing question 2, which is going to be my part 2, okay, because I'm just doing a series now that one paper I have to take out 5 videos so that you have to know that if you want a help with question 5, you just go straight to the video that is directly more about question 5. Okay, I'm not gonna waste time talking because I've said a lot of things in part 1 of this question paper. So yeah, a lot of information has been given there. Okay, so let's continue. I'm just gonna go straight into the into question 2, which is our part 2. Okay, here we are. All right, so what I've said all in part 1 and what I've been preaching all along about Maths Lead is that all you need to do is to understand the given information first. Okay, so read and understand the information given to you so that you know like how to answer your questions. Okay, so we're gonna go through the question first, then we go to the we go to through our question information, then after that we go to the question. Let's forget about the questions right now. Let's focus on the question and take out the important aspects in those statements. Okay, all right. Aminko, a motivational speaker, provides school with motivational books for learners that improved the most during the year. The list of the Amico's top 9 motivational books are displayed in the Annexure B. Let's note this to know that this information is not all here. We need to go to the Annexure B that will show us this Annexure is question 2.1. Okay, the books marked with a hashtag was on sale. Okay, so we know that once we see this symbol, we know that the book was on sale. Okay, meaning that the price is going to be dropped after when you are buying it. Okay, it's those things that you see that they will scratch a price, they say it was, now it's this. Okay, then they say all the prices includes 15% VAT. Okay, meaning that this was this way the selling price. Remember guys, when you go to Pick and Pay, the price that you see on the shelf, it is the price that include VAT, meaning that the VAT has been added there. Then the next statement says the authors gave a further 7.25% sales discount if more than 200 books per offer were bought. Okay, so if the school, because they say this person is providing the school, if the school is going to buy the books of more than 200, okay, in unit, it means that they are going to offer us a discount of 7.25%. all right. Okay, we are not done analyzing our information. We need to go to the annexure to see those books that they're talking about. All right, okay, here we are. Remember I said you must look for annexure B, question 2.1. There we are. We have 7 books. Let me do this so that we can able. We have 7 books. It's the 7. No, it's not 7. They are 3, 3, 6. That is 9. We have 9 books. All right. So out of this 9, let's see those hashtags that they talked about. Yes, number 1, it means that this book was on sale. Even this one was not, this one was not, this one was not, this one was on sale, this one was on sale, this one was on sale. So 4 books were on sale. Okay, so now because here they are giving us the books and the prices of those books, all right, so you need to pay attention to the names of the books and the authors of those books, because that is the information that we are having currently. This is the only information that we have. Okay, now let's go to our questions now. Remember our action verbs, guys. Don't forget our action verbs. They are still going to come. Like you can't. I told you that in Meslit there is no question without an action verb, a doing with. Okay, right. Let's go to 211. So in 211, our action verb says we must write down the name. We must write down the name of the book that was written by Robin Shaham. You see, we are going to look at the name of the book that was. We are not going to look at what. So it means that the Robin is the author. So we are going to look at that, the name of that book. Okay. For example, in Meslead, some of you are using Platinum, some of you are using Spots On, some of you are using the Via Africa. So for example, now they want you to know that the book that was written by Robin, is it Via Africa, or is it a Spot On, or is it what? Okay. But remember, we are given the books right now. So we're gonna go to these 9 books and look at the book that was written by Robin Sham. Okay, so let's look at this one. This one says 7 Habits, but it was written by Stephen. Number 2, this Men's Search for Meaning. Who is this one? Oh, this here is, it is on top here, and then it's not Robin. It's not Robin. Even when you look at this one, it's not Robin. This one, the Tuesday with this one also is not Robin. This one. So the book that was written by Robin, here it is. What is the name of the book? It is the 5 a.m. Club. Okay, 5 a.m. Club. So you just write it, the 5 a.m. Club. You get your 2 marks. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question says, determine the percentage discount. All right, if the 7 habits for highly effective people were sold for 249 each. All right, so if you look at this, there is a price before and then there is a price after. So there is a formula that we use that says all right, so like when we determine the percentage actual, we look, because we are given 2 prices now. There is a formula that we're using. Let me just go here. The formula says new price minus old price. Okay, then we're going to divide by what? By the old price. Okay, so here's a catch. This formula, it can give you you use it even in the inflation, because when you look at the inflation, we look at the price in the prices of goods and services. Okay, so mostly they want to know that, like, how many percent did the price changes with. Okay, so this is the same question that we are having right now. Okay, so now, because we are not actually looking at the positive or the negative, but we usually have to look at the positive, that the price have went up. Okay, so what we are going to do, we have been told that the book was 306. Let's go and confirm that. The book, the 7 habits, here it is. It was 750. Now, I mean, 360. 360. Now they say if each was sold for 249, it means that the 249, it is the price after the discount. Are we fine? So 249, it is the price after the discount. 249. So now let's come here. Which one between these two, it is the new price? Which one is the old price? Now our 36 is going to be our old price, and then 249 is going to be our new price. Okay, so guys, I want you to listen and then work with me here. Okay, understand this. We are not looking for the price decrease or the price increase. All right, we just want to see the percentage change. Okay, so what we are going to do, because look at this, the old price is older than the new price. So if we put the new price here as 249 and minus it with what? With the old price, we are going to get a negative number. Okay, because this is going to be smaller number minus in the big number. Okay, so what we're going to say, we are going to leave the formula like this, but when we come now, we are now going to start by saying old price minus new price, and then this one doesn't change, it's still the old price. Okay, so that's going to be, oh, then we multiply by 100 because we are looking for a percentage. So now we are going to have our old price is 360, we minus 249, then we divide everything by 360, then we multiply by 100. Then let's see how much we get. Okay, 360 minus 249 divided by 360 multiply by 100, and then we get 30,83. We are rounding it off, but it was 3, so we just leave it as 83. Then this is our percentage. Okay, let's move to the next one. 213. Kalma bought 5 copies of the cheapest book displayed, as well as 7 copies of the second most expensive. Calculate the total cost for 12 books, VAT excluded. Okay, right. Let's remember this. 7 copies of the, okay, 5 copies. Okay, let me underline. 5 copies of the cheapest book, 7 copies of the second most expensive book. Then an action, you see, this was just a statement, there was no question there, but immediately after the full stop there, what are they saying? They say calculate, meaning that now they're telling you that with the given information, what must you do? You must now calculate the total cost. That 7 plus 5, that is 12. Then those 12 books, how much do they weigh? But remember, they both have those batches, they have different prices, because the 5 copies that are going to come from the cheapest book. Let's go and check the cheapest book. Okay, we see 360, we see 139, we see 149, we see 370, 57, 189, 225, 352, 295, and then 271. So guys, what you can do here, just arrange these numbers whether in descending or ascending order, so that you're gonna be helped a lot to know which one is the cheapest, which one is the second expensive book. Okay, let's arrange them in ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. So as I'm checking here, here is the smallest number here, 139. 139, that's going to be followed by 140, yeah, 149, that's gonna be followed by, do we still have 100? Yes, we have 189, 189. Okay, do we have another 180 something? No, let's move to 200. We have, how many 200s do we have? Is this one and this one and this one. Which one is the smallest? Is 225. This 225 is going to be followed by 279, then that's going to be 295. Then we go to the 300s. The 300, we have this one, and this one. Which one is going to be the smallest between those three? Is 352 followed by 357 followed by 360. All right, so we know that this is the cheapest book. So the cheapest book, they bought how many? They bought 5 copies. They bought 5 copies. I don't know which question is that one. Let me go and check it so that I'm going to write it here. It's 2.1.3. 2.1.3. Okay, 2.1.3. Okay, okay. 5 copies of the cheapest book. It was 139. Okay, then let's go and look for those 7. Remember, the 7 books, they were what? Those 7 books is the second most expensive. So the way we have arranged them here, it can tell you that this is the cheapest and this is the most expensive. So what is the second most expensive? Here is the second most expensive. How much is it? 357. Okay, so we're gonna have 357. Okay, let's start with the 139. 139 multiplied by 5, we get 695. Okay, and then the next one, 7 multiplied by 357, that gives us 2000 2499. So we're going to combine them together because they are looking for a total, meaning that we need to add them together. Then plus, that's 6 what? I'm sorry guys, this is 9. 269, I mean 695 plus 2499, and then that is 3194. Okay, so now let's remember that on our question they're telling us that they need this answer with a VAT excluded. Remember, they told us that everything here, in all the prices there, they include what? They include VAT. So they want us to exclude VAT from this price. So what we're going to multiply, the concept of VAT, remember VAT has 3 things. It's the VAT inclusive, exclusive. Let me start with the exclusive. That's why my videos are going to take long, because I just want you guys to have everything per question. VAT exclusive, and then we have VAT, and then we have VAT inclusive. Okay, so always our VAT is 15%, then the VAT exclusive is 100%. So if we add these two, our VAT inclusive is going to be 115. Okay, so now guys, when we multiply, remember every time when you deal with VAT, you need to use a fraction that will come as like this. Well, I'm gonna tell you a fraction. This is a fraction. Okay, so now it matters what you put on top, what you put on the bottom. Okay, every time what you put on the bottom is what you want. What do you want? And what we put on the bottom here, we put what we have. Now obviously the only things that we want is here, and what we have is here. What you put in the fraction, when you talk about VAT, it must be these numbers and nothing else. Okay, so we are going to look at this price. This price, it is a VAT inclusive. Okay, so if this price is a VAT inclusive, it means that's what we have. Okay, so when we multiply here, what we're going to put VAT inclusive is 115. Then what is it right now? According to that, we go back to our main question. What is it that we want? We want our VAT exclusive. VAT exclusive is how much? Is 100. Is what we want. We put it on top. We put 100. So and then we're gonna get our answer there. Then we get here, I'm getting 2,777 777,39. That's the answer that we get. Okay, let's move to the next question. 2 and 4. School A requested 225 copies. This is information, right? They requested 225 copies of the Tuesday with the with Maria to use as a prescribed book. Full stop. The school has a budget of 41,150 to purchase the books. That is their budget, and they want to buy 225 copies. The English teacher stated that they will not have enough in the budget to purchase that. So they don't have enough. That is the statement here as well. That is the like the opinion of the teacher. All right. Then now they say verify showing all calculations. It means that whatever that we're going to do now, we are going to calculate. But what are we going to calculate? Whether the statement is correct. What is the statement of the teacher? The teacher says this full 1,150 is not going to be enough to purchase 225 copies of the Tuesday with the Marias. We go there. Let's go and check the price of that book. Here it is 189. This one here, Okay, 189. All right, I'm gonna take you back to the, you see, if you have read the information, you will understand everything. Okay, if like when you answer the questions, what you have read on top there, it will come back to you and say, no, I have seen something about the discount. When are they giving the discount? When 200 copies are being bought, and right now these people, they are buying more than 250. I mean, they are buying more than 200 copies. Okay, meaning that the discount must be added. I mean, these people, they qualify to get a discount of 7.25. All right, so let's come here. I'm gonna come here, 214, right? 214. Now we're going to focus on the price 189. For how many copies? 225. Why am I doing this? We are going to first calculate how much they were going to be to cost before the discount. Okay, now let's get our answer here. 189 multiplied by 225, which gives us now 42,525. We are not done. From here, now we are going to work out the discount, which is 7.25. Then we multiply here by 7.25 over 100, which now gives us that the discount amount is 3,083.0625. I'm going to tell you a story now. Do not round off if that answer is not your final answer. We only round off our final answer to do 2 decimal places if it is stated, it is not stated. Okay, right, so this is the discount amount, meaning that after that, what are we going to do? We're going to take 42,525, and then we take out the discount amount of 3,083.0625. Then let's see how much we're going to pay after the discount now, because we bought more than 200 copies. They are offering us a discount. Okay, so it says that we are now going to pay only 39,441. Now we can round off our answer here on my calculator. I'm getting 0.9375, meaning that after rounding off, that's going to be 0.94. All right, now our question is not complete. We need to say the teacher is wrong or right. Let's go back. The teacher said that 41,000 is not going to be enough, but then now we have calculated that they are going to only need 39,000 and they have 41,000. Therefore, you just say there the statement of who the teacher is invalid. Then you get your 6 marks. Was it 6 marks? Let me go and confirm. Yes, you get your 6 marks. Okay, let's go to 215. I'm gonna do it here even. Determine the probability that a book costs less than 208. Write your answer as a decimal rounded to 2 decimal place. Okay, the books that are less than 208. Let's look. How many books are less than 208? I'm gonna take it. Let me get a different pen. This one is less than 280. It's less than 280. It's more than. It's less than 280. It's less than 280. It's more. It's more. It's less than 280. So how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of how many books? Out of 9 books. So our answer is going to be probability is equals to 5 over 9. They want your answer as a decimal. Take your answer like that and put it on a calculator, and then it shall give you a decimal of 0.555555. So our final answer, because they want it in 2 decimal, is going to be 0.56. Then you get your 3 marks, and that will be the end of 2.1. Let's go to 2.2. Appears to be short. Okay, I'm gonna go here and then make my notes too. Let me go to another page. Okay, I'm preparing. Okay, now let's come here. Now remember the same thing that we do, guys. We analyze our statement first before we go to the questions. Okay. Three pen pals from different countries decided to do the Camino from the Portugal to Santiago. Dario is from Japan. Catalina, originally from Spain but lives in the UK. Jane is from South Africa. Okay. Dario decided to take 246,900 Japanese yen, and then Catalina took 1,400 British pound, and Jane took 32,750 rand to use as spending. Okay, to use as spending. Sure. Then when we go to the table, we are given the currencies and how much they're worth. So this is €1. We can see they gave you €1 is equals to 20 rand 57 cents if you round it off. But remember, currencies, we don't round them off, just call them the way they are. Then €1 again is equals to 0,85340 30461 British pound. Then 1 rand is equals to 7, this Japanese yen. €1, this, like that. Okay, now we're going to go to our questions again. Action verbs. Name 2 factors that influence the exchange rate of the country. Okay, now I'm just going to I'm not going to write them, I'm just going to talk about them. Okay, there are a lot of things that are affecting our exchange rates. Okay, so number one, I'm just going to mention them so that you're going to write them. I'm not going to write them, there are a lot. Number one, we're going to talk about the inflation. Remember, if the inflation of one country is very high, it's going to make our currency value to go down, which is the exchange rate. That's number one. Number two, the interest rate. Okay, when we're borrowing, if our interest is very high, for example, if in the country now people are being charged 20% when they take loans, when they buy cars and stuff, it means that the state of the country now is very bad. It means that the value of our currency is going to be very, very, very bad. Okay, so exchange rate, number two. Number three, we're going to talk about the state of the country. We're looking at the things like GDP, gross domestic product, what we produce. If the country doesn't produce anything to trade with other countries, it means that the state, that the currency of that country is going to be very, very low. Okay, number three, we look at the politics. The politics do affect our exchange rates, because remember, they look at the personalities of those politics. Or how are they affecting the standard of living? Are they really making a good standard of living or poor standard of living? So they also affect the exchange rate of the country. Okay, I think I've said the mouthful. Right, 222. Convert 1 Japanese yen to euro. Okay. If we come back to our table here, let's see where they are telling us about a Japanese yen and a euro. Let's look here. They talk about euro and rand, euro and British pound, rand and yen, then euro and Japanese yen. But when you look at this, they say €1, not 1 Japanese yen. They say €1. So what we are going to do, remember, we need to convert. We need to convert 1 Japanese yen into euros. Okay, so I've told you in my first video there, part of question 1, how do I convert? Most of the time I use my cross multiplication and I look at the relationship that I'm given. So now I'm given that €1 is equals to, let me go and check that again, is 157. I'm going to write everything down there. 157. Where am I writing a com? the comma come after 7, comma 8, 8 what? 8 6 8 6 2 4 2. What? Where did they write the Japanese yen? Or they have started with it? So I'm just gonna write it here. Okay, so according to how I am doing my cross multiplication, I have to draw a line, two lines like this. Okay, meaning that on this side I have to write nothing but the euros. This side I must write the Japanese yen and nothing else. So now I want to know how much is one Japanese yen. One. How much is it in the euros? I don't know for now, but after calculations I will know. Then what I come back and then I do what? I cross multiply. Okay, so after cross multiplying here, I'm gonna start with this one, question mark, and multiply with these numbers. I'm not gonna round them off. 157 comma 86242 question mark, and that is equals to 1 times 1, that is 1. Then because I'm looking for this question mark, I'm going to divide everything by 157 comma 86242. Come this side, 157 comma 86242. Then this will cancel this, then I'm left with a question mark is equals to, then we put it on the calculator there. 1 divided by 157 comma 86242, and that gives me 0.006334629. Let me tell you, we are using a Casio. I know my math lead learners always like to use Casio because they think that Casio is the calculator that will make them to pass math lead. If you're using a Casio, this is the answer that you're going to get. You're gonna get, where's my Casio? Because I know how to use these calculators. Okay, I want to give you the answer that I'm going to get if I'm using the Casio. And then what you should do if you get an answer like that, 86242, you're going to get something like this, 6,3,4,6,2,9,8,6,3. Then do this. It says multiplying and I'm 10. Then I'm holding on top there, it says minus 3. Okay, once you see this basically means how many zeros? We're going to have 0 comma then 2 zeros, then the zeros must be 3. Then we continue with these numbers, 6,3,3,4,6,2. Okay, you can leave it here because even if you continue, still fine. You can say 29863. That's the whole answer that incomplete. If you're using a Casio, you get this. But how do we move this from this? Because if you write your answer as this, you're going to get 0. You're going to get 0. Okay, then we are done. Then we move to the next question. Let's go to the 7-mark question. 7-mark question. No. We're still here. They say Dario will be using 3/7 of his spending money for accommodation. Determine the amount he will have left for food and spending in yen. Remember, Dario have 246 900 Japanese yen. Okay, but they say he's only going to use 3/7 of that. So what we are going to do is 249 900. Is it the right one or 6? Yeah, 246. Sorry for that. 246 900 multiplied by 3/7. Let's see how much he's going to be spending there for accommodation. 246 900 multiplied by 3/7. He's only going to be spending 105 814 comma 2, because this is our final answer. We need to round off, comma 29. Oh, this is not our final answer. I'm sorry. It's not our final answer, so we don't round off. We are still going. This is 2857. Okay, so this is how much he's going to be spending for accommodation, right? Therefore, now how much will he be spending on, I mean, he will be spending on food and spending money. Okay, so it's going to be 246,900 minus 105 814,2857. That will be 141 and 85,71 after rounding off. Okay, then we are done. That's 223, 2,2,3. Then let's go to the 7 mark now. Calculate our action verb. How many euros each of the friends will receive for the amount they decide to take with as spending money, and write the name of the person who will have the most euros. Remember, no one here, when you look on top, no one has the amount in euros. But remember, this one, we are no longer going to consider 246 because 246 include the money for accommodation, right? Now we only need the spending money. The spending money now of Dario is 141. Okay, so which currency is Dario using? Dario is using Japanese yen. So it means that we need the relationship between Japanese yen and euro, which is this relationship here. So we're going to start with Dario. Let's go and convert his spending money from Japanese yen to euro. The relationship, it says 1 euro. I don't know if this sometimes becomes light for other people. Okay, we're going to have 1 euro is equals to 157,86242. I think I'm still correct. I'm not sure that. Yeah, still correct. So what? Japanese yen. But then now, how many Japanese yen do we have from Dario? We have how much? We have 141. Just looking at my calculator still there, and 85,71 Japanese yen, right? We don't know how many euros these are. Then what do? We cross multiply. Okay, go back. So it's going to be question mark multiplied by this. That's going to be 157,86242 question mark is equals to 141,085,71. Is it 0875? Where is the code? The comma is here. The comma, here's the comma here. Okay, then we divide both sides by 157,86242 divide by 157,86242. Then our question mark, because this will cancel this one, then question mark will be 141,085,71 divided by 157,86242, and that gives us 893,73, because we need to round off. That's the final answer. So these are the, let me remove this return here, the euros. Okay, it means that that amount of Dario from the Japanese yen to the euros amounts to 893. Okay, let's go to the second person on our list. We have Catalina. Let's go and check how much she have. She have 1,400 British pound. The relationship between the British pound and the euro, here it is. Let me go and write it down. 1 euro is equals to 0,8. I think I saw it like that. 8530 4601 what British pound, right? Yes, so we're going to do the cross multiply. Remember, we are converting 1400, so we do the cross multiplication again. Our question mark goes here because this side must only have the euros, I mean the British pound. This side must have the euros only. Cross multiply. Let me quickly do it. So Catalina will be getting 1,400 and I mean 1,641,18 euros. Okay, then let's go to Jane. I'm also going to do Jane first, but let's go back to check the relationship. Jane is using the rent, so the relationship says okay, 1 euro is equals to 20,5669 rent. Okay, we're gonna note that down. 1 euro is equals to 20,5669. Is it like this? 5669. Yes. So how much are we converting of the rent? We are converting 32,750. We're converting 32,000. We also write it here, 32,750. Then question mark. Then we cross multiply. Remember guys, when you do the cross multiply, we don't write those currency sign. We just look at the numbers. All right, here we are. We are having three people, and then we have converted their spending into euros. So they say, let's go back because we are not done. They said calculate how many euros each. We have that. We have calculated how many euros per person now. The friend will receive if they decide to take with a spending and write down the name of the person who will receive the most euros. Let's go and compare which one will receive more euros. So as we are looking, therefore, Catalina is receiving more euros, like that. Then we are done. You get your 7 marks, and that will be the end of our part 2. Wait for part 3, or just go to 8 there because I think it's there. go and look for part 3, so that when you have any question or anything, a clarity seeking question, just go to the comment section and write, guys. Okay, thank you.